Welcome to my Decan Walk. If you're new to this series, you may want to begin with the introductory video, linked below. Over the past 10 days, the sun has been moving through the first decan of Cancer. Today I'll share a few reflections on what I observed during this period. This decan, Cancer 1, is ruled by Venus and corresponds to the Two of Cups in the Tarot. It marks a very different kind of beginning than the one we encountered back in Aries 1. Where Aries 1 was concerned with becoming an individual, asserting ourselves, differentiating ourselves, and standing independently, Cancer 1 begins seeking relationship. It seeks an other, someone or something to care for, someone or something to unite with, someone or something with whom life can be shared. This symbolism appears in several traditions. In ancient Egypt, this decan marked the beginning of the year, when the Nile flooded its banks and brought fertility back to the land. In the Thema Mundi, the ancient symbolic birth chart of the world, Cancer occupies the ascendant, the place of birth and emergence. Both point toward the same idea: life begins. But unlike Aries, the emphasis here isn't simply on beginning, it's on what allows life to continue. Cancer is ruled by the moon. This first decan is ruled by Venus. Together they create a powerful image of nurturing, care, and relationship. Sometimes that literally appears as a mother and child, sometimes as lovers, sometimes as friends, sometimes as an artist bringing a work into the world, or someone building a business, or writing a book. In every case, something is being created, and something is being cared for. The more I reflected on this decan, though, the more I felt it was pointing toward something even deeper. Relationship doesn't simply create connection, it creates dependence. The child depends on its mother for nourishment. The flowering plant depends on pollinators. Predator and prey depend on one another. When one living thing dies, its body becomes nourishment for countless others. Life continually sustains life. Nothing is wasted. Everything enters into relationship. Perhaps that's what life really is. Not isolated individuals surviving on their own, but an ongoing exchange of energy, care, and nourishment between living things. This is one reason why the chariot is such an appropriate image for Cancer. Austin Coppock writes in 36 Faces, quote, "Chariots have, cross-culturally, long been a preferred symbolic reference to the body as a vehicle for the soul." End quote. The soul may travel alone, but it travels in a body that must be fed, rested, protected, a body that exists within relationships, with other people, with other living beings, and with the natural world itself. As I look back over the past 10 days, that's the insight I'll be carrying forward. I found myself asking a very simple question. What truly sustains life? Not just my own, but the lives of those around me. What relationships deserve more care? What deserves to be nurtured? What deserves my attention? Because while Aries reminded me that life requires independence, Cancer reminds me that independence is never the whole story. None of us arrive here alone. None of us remain here alone. Life is sustained through relationship. That's my reflection on Cancer 1. As the sun now moves into Cancer 2, I'll begin observing a new phase. I'd be curious to hear what you noticed during this period.